Corpbiz.
Hello everyone, my name is Pankaj Tyagi, and in this video I will be talking about scope and the significance of ISO standard. We live in an amazing world of endless possibilities and incredible opportunities, but it can be an overwhelming and complex place when things doesn't work as they should. It often implies standards are absent, but when ISO standards are applied, life becomes so much easier and prosperous. ISO standards helps to make the world cleaner, safer place. From food safety to healthcare, from computers to technologies, there are various challenges facing our environment. In this video, you will come across some important aspects and detail of ISO standard. But first, let's dive into some key facts that reflects the unprecedented significance of ISO standards in today's world. In today's rapidly changing world, ISO standard help create growth, open the untapped market, and make trade fairer. ISO standard can help battle global challenges such as climate change, road safety, energy, and social responsibility. ISO standard touch nearly everything we do, keeping us connected and entertained, and make using more productive, more creative, sharing ideas, advocating innovations, keeping us safe and healthy. ISO is the world's largest developers of voluntary international standard, with over 18,000 standards for nearly every aspect of technology and business. For most enterprises, the ISO certification serves as a vital tool for sustainable growth and business expansion. It allows companies to explore untapped market with minimal efforts and hassle. Many clients are keen to work with ISO registered entities because such companies excel on better management and have abilities to make quick and informed decisions. ISO or label itself acts as a mark of quality, reliability, and transparency that has global recognitions. Hence, companies under this label are more likely to succeed in terms of customer retention. Now let's dive into the list of widely recognized ISO standards. The first standard in this list is the ISO 9001. ISO 9001 underpins the criteria related to the quality management system. It can be utilized by many companies regardless of their size and the scope of operation. Truth be told, there are more than 1 million entities in over 170 nations registered to ISO 9001. These standards depends on various quality management principles such as strong end user focus, the motivation of the top management, the process approach, as well as the continued improvement. These standards briefly discussed in ISO management system principle. Utilizing ISO 9001 helps ensure that end users get good quality products and services, which in turn ensures countless benefits for the businesses. The second one on the list is ISO 14001. ISO 14001 standard primarily focus on the social facet of the environmental legislation. Furthermore, this standard is slowly becoming an essential framework for companies seeking to make a global footprint. With this certification, entities manifest that they will comply with the underlying environmental legislation. The next standard on this list is the ISO 27001. This standard enables organizations to comply with increasingly complex European privacy legislation. As per this legislation, each entity is liable to handle personal detail in a secure way. Further, this standard enables entities in establishing a management system concerning information security, which is also known as ISMS. The next one is ISO 50001. ISO 50001 standards refers to the global standard for energy management and facilitate key information related to the energy consumption of entities. In addition to that, it manifests how entities tackle their reductions of energy consumption and continually improving their energy performance. With this certification at the disposal, entities can avail relaxations on the account of energy audits regarding the government's reductions objective via national interpretation of European Union Efficiency Directive. The next one is ISO 6. ISO 6 enables professional photographers to choose the correct film for their subject. The next one on the list is the ISO 639. ISO 639 defines language in a globally accepted way. Next is ISO 4217. ISO 4217 mitigates confusions when referring to international currencies. Next one is ISO 8601. 8601 serves as a global standard for representing dates and time. The next one is ISO 9660. ISO 9660 set out standard for structures of CD-ROM for the information transaction between information processing systems. The next one is ISO 13216, which serves as a global system for anchoring child restraint systems to automobile. This standard aims to improve the safety norms of child restraints by improving installation procedures and minimizing the misusing risk. The next one is the ISO 13485, which is used by companies engaged with the design, manufacturing, and servicing of medical equipment and related services. The next standard on this list is the ISO/IEC 17025. ISO 7025 entails management and technical requisites that enable testing labs to claim their technical competency. Using this standard enhance the quality of the test result facilitated by the medical labs. The next one is the ISO 22000. This standard refers to the Food Safety Management System, which is also known as FSMS, that can be applied to any food business operators. This standard enables an entity to instill trust among its target customers regarding the safety and the quality of the food product. The next standard on this list is the ISO 26000. This standard facilitates best practices for harnessing sustainable relationship between an entity, its stakeholders, and society to recognize the key area as an issues related to social responsibility. The next one on the list is ISO 31000. This standard facilitates best practices for efficient risk management. It set out a predefined approach to risk management which encompasses various types of risk. The standard renders uniform vocabulary and notion for explaining risk management. Further, it set out a norm for auditing a company's risk management process. The next one on the list is ISO 37001. It refers to an anti-bribery management system that set out norms for establishment, deployment, operation, and continual improvement of anti-bribery management system. The next one on the list is ISO 3166. ISO 3166 set out a requirement that aims to mitigate confusion when referring to nations and their subdivisions. With an ISO certifications, the organization has the opportunity to manifest their reliability to their surroundings, such as supplier, buyer, and government. Reliability is a theoretical term that is manifested in terms of safety, quality, and durability of product. In addition to that, the ISO standard fosters innovations and promote quality, safety, and reliability. Don't forget to comment below in case you have some query regarding this topic. We will be happy to assist you. Thank you, and please subscribe this video.